p.m. on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. to midnight. And you are watching PullgetterTV. Get your fucking pull.
You wanted the best! You got the best! I'll meet the boys at the PGA house tonight. They got a bottle of Crown. It's going down our range. We'll hit the rail and Campo Verde. We'll take our shots in groups of threes. We'll head back up at the clubhouse. Blow it all up and start all over again. The PGA, there ain't no telling what we'll get into. The drink will flow, blood will spill. Before we're fucking through, could be a bottle getter. Bottle getter. A bottle getter. The only way is all the way. Bottle getter. Could be a bottle getter. A bottle getter. The only way. All the way. We got reason to drink and right to sing our song. And if you don't agree, it doesn't make us wrong. We got Jaeger and Crown and lots of smoke and money last night. Now I'm broke. I had a good time with the getters. We blow it up for time all the time. With the PGA, there ain't no telling what we'll get into. The drink will flow, blood will spill. Before we're fucking through, could be a bottle getter. A bottle getter. Yeah, bottle getter. The only way is all the way. Bottle getter. Could be a bottle getter. Yeah, bottle getter. The only way, all the way. Bottle of Jaeger. Bottle of Crown. We're still going. Rock and go. Get your pull. Could be a bottle getter. A bottle getter. Could be a bottle getter. The only way is all the way. Bottle getter. Could be a bottle getter. Yeah, bottle getter. The only way, all the way.
Show some. All right. Woo!
Yeah, get the PGA waves.
All right. We got a really cool show planned for you tonight. We want to welcome everyone back. We didn't have a show last week because Aaron had the first ever Ultimate Metal Fest, and I had the PullgetterTV 3 event.
Hell of a
which
weekend.
Isn't our third? It's not our third event. It's the third event since the revival of the Pull Getter thing, because we were on a hiatus for a while. So, but we've been doing it on and off for 10 years, but now we're hitting hardcore. And this fella, the man of the hour tonight, you were there, Mr. Justin Jackson of Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Who's that guy?
Yeah. We need
Birthday
a cue
boy.
card, man.
Who's that guy?
Right. Everybody clap.
And silent.
Hands, PGA waves all around.
Who's
So,
that guy?
so what are we doing here tonight?
This is basically just a pre-party to
Pam,
introduce
can you
the
do something about that?
show for Friday night at the Row Club. It'll be my 30th birthday bash. Believe it, yeah, 30. That's scary.
Wow.
Say.
You old bastard.
30. I remember them days.
Boy, you.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of history in this room within my teenage years of meeting Aaron and half of the guys in here. So that,
Yeah, tell me who we got in here.
Oh man! All right, we got the guys from Worst Born. My buddy
Where's Born?
Yeah, buddy.
Mile Zero in the house.
Mile Zero, come on!
We got Chris from Tower High.
Chris from Tower High, what's up?
What the hell's the rest of y'all?
He's the representative, man. He's the boss.
Robert Hunter and myself from
What's up, Robert Hunter himself?
and myself from Escotango Foxtrot.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Lisa?
We don't clap for them. Why?
Oh, Lisa!
We got Lisa, we got Dodie. And
Dodie, what's up? Woo! All right.
It's party, y'all.
It's a party, y'all.
party on.
Hell yeah, man. And you're having your show this Friday? Or
Friday night at the Rail Club.
Friday night
yeah.
at the Rail Club.
Rail Club Live.
That's the place to be. And I know you got our boys Whiskey Date playing for you. I don't know
Yeah,
how the hell
yeah,
you managed that.
Hey, that was a surprise to me.
I
man.
mean, getting them
awesome.
guys kind of hard these days.
That
Catch them
has-
when they're off
That
tour.
probably has something to do with Mr. Warren
He
Garza and
said
Chris
whiskey
Malone.
dick
I
is
would
kind
think
of hard
so,
these days.
Oh, Whiskey Dick and hard?
Yeah.
You went after the joke, man.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. They haven't heard it before.
I'm sure not. Never.
And last but certainly not least, we cannot leave out Shotgun Rebellion from Ada, Oklahoma. They couldn't be here tonight.
Because they live in Oklahoma?
Yeah, they live. Yeah, they live in Oklahoma. They're not able to be here, but they will be there Friday night. So y'all come on
yeah.
out. And
Right
check
on.
them
They're
out.
here in spirit.
They'll come out and
Shotgun
support
Rebellion,
some
they'll be here in
traveling
person Friday. So,
Sorry about that.
no, you're fine, man.
Right over you.
What else is new?
Yeah, right? What? One of these days we'll get this right.
So yeah, Friday night. Oh, doors open at what, 7 or 8?
I want to say 6:30.
It's gonna be a hell of a party. 6:30.
Yeah, I want to say doors at 6:30. Worst Born opens up with their debut show 7 o'clock. Get there early.
Right on.
You said debut. It's their first show ever.
First show ever.
First show ever.
on.
Man.
First show
Born.
ever.
How the hell did you guys get on a bill of these awesome established artists, man?
Mr. Justin Jackson.
Justin Jackson, that's our boy, man.
Here, if you
Pulling
blow 'em,
through.
you can get on anything.
You guys are automatically going to be playing in front of 1,000 people. It's going to be great. Don't get nervous, you
If
know.
only.
Right.
Don't be sweating no bullets, you know, and smiling with your black tooth grins.
Well, see, I remember when when we got our first show, I told myself right then, I was like, if we ever have the chance to put a bill together and I have an opportunity to pay that forward to another band that's trying to get their foot in the door, and sure enough, Kyle hit me up, told me what was up with him and his new project. I said, hey, I got a bill. Y'all want to play?
Right on.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
That's a testament to our music scene, isn't it?
Absolutely.
A lot of paying it forward, man.
I know how hard I remember how hard it was to get your foot in the door, so.
Yeah, especially now with the Ridgely days being gone, where that was the whole MO, was this is where you get your foot in the door. There's not really a lot of clubs. You know, the first thing they ask you when you try to book your band is, well, how many people can you bring? Well, motherfucker, it's my first show. You know what I mean? Goddamn, what do you want from
My
me?
mom will be there.
Right.
My
All of our
sisters.
the girlfriends, the boyfriends, whatever,
Right.
you know.
So, hell yeah, man. And buddy Robert
Yes.
from Scar and Soul, man,
Yes.
we're going to be going over some couple of
Soul.
videos you brought for us.
Yes.
What's going on with that? You have a music video?
I do. I finished the music video for Don't Know. We recorded that in 2016 up in Denton.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And for the viewing pleasure of our, adoring fans and all, we I've got the trailer for the upcoming movie that I've been working on, which is a compilation of, I would say, 16 years of music from 2003 at Galaxy Club all the way to 2016 at the Rail.
That is awesome.
Wow.
That's a lot.
So what is it, like a rockumentary or something?
Well, it's really a catalog. This is a compilation of every song that Scarred Soul's ever written or produces a cover tune. So everything that I could find, I'm trying to put in this video. Right now, I've got about 3 hours of just really music, straight from song to song to song. A little bit of cut in between of some just off the wall different stuff, and yeah, it's growing, man. Every time I turn around, I'm doing transfers. I've been doing transfers. I'm trying to create a new company called 1-2 Barbecue Productions.
All right.
And my goal is to start helping out all the bands around create music videos for their songs. So essentially, kind of what you guys do, I'm like work for you guys. I compile stuff. I want to help guys out, like take stuff from the Mahuke days and turn those into music videos, and that way they have something to show for that old stuff. And
It's
you guys
totally
can
what we
play
do.
here.
You're totally ripping us off.
Am I stepping on your toes? I don't want to step on your toes, man.
Dude, no way. I'm just busting balls, dude, for real.
I'm like the reporter for you, man. I want to do the dirty work. I want to do like the stuff where like dig in deeply old stuff that I have to help you guys on your show.
Right. So you have a YouTube channel, or are you gonna put one of those together and everything?
I do have a YouTube channel. It's under my name, Robert Hunter, but I haven't really posted anything but some old Scarred Soul stuff. I'm off the grid right now. I've been totally digital free for about a year.
Wow, it can be
I don't have
done,
a cell
folks.
phone. Yeah,
It can be done.
Yeah, man, I'm doing all this with movie editing software that I have in my house, and just off my laptop and an old VCR tape and a old compact VHS camcorder. I'm transferring. It's a madhouse.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it's
That's what I'm
tedious
doing, man.
work, man. So
That's what I've been doing, man. All summer long, I've been doing that and just humping it in the heat. So in between that,
humping in the heat. That sounds like a Whiskey Tango Foxtrot song.
getting down on my knees every day, and
I think he just said that's a new WTF song.
That's right.
humping it in the heat.
Humping in the heat.
You'll be hearing it soon, right?
What's
here.
up, Chrissy
Humping in the
Bruce
heat.
and Brett Myers? I thought Brett was going to be here. No, he's watching. What's up, Brett? From Tower High there. So cool, man. Well, we got some. Who's playing tonight? We got some live tunes going to be jammed out tonight.
Yeah, I do believe Worstborn had something they wanted to debut, and
Also, this will be their debut.
actually,
This will be
yeah,
their
I'll
first
take
show ever.
that,
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks.
PullgetterTV.
following them will be the mighty Mile Zero.
Mile Zero, cool, man. We're gonna have like a battle of the bands, maybe.
Maybe.
A little makeshift battle of the bands.
Winner gets to come back in a few months. PGA again.
The winner wins a high five.
Right.
That'll be interesting hearing Mile Zero on acoustic.
Right. Oh yeah.
That
Oh
will be
yeah,
different.
cool, man.
That will be different. I
Well,
can dig
right,
it.
right on, Pam. You got a Whiskey Tango Foxtrot video, and then after that, we'll come back and then maybe watch one of your Scarred Soul videos.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's essentially the same thing. What I did is it's like one of these is a trailer specially designed kind of for the movie, kind of get an idea of who all the players were at the time, and the other is just a song in a format of a music video
actual
without
song.
no
Okay.
audio, no overlay or nothing like that. So
Right on.
it's pretty cool, man. You'll see. Hopefully you guys will like it. I'm willing to take criticisms. It's my first time doing this. I'm filling out the software.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man, it sucks.
Are you nervous? Are you nervous about
nervous?
debuting it? Because
little
our
bit, yeah.
fans, people that watch this show, they don't pull punches, man.
That's
So-
great. Hey, that's cool. It sucks. I hope that people see it and be like, I was there. That's cool,
I'm sure they will.
Maybe it won't be too
Absolutely.
much, but you're going to have like an overload of Scarred Soul, man, in like 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
A. Sounds
take
good.
it.
Leslie Corbin, we love you.
Yes.
What's
That'd be
up?
Leslie.
So, all right, let's do here's some Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. You're going to be hearing this Friday.
Who remembers the band Scarred Soul? That's where he came from.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you gotta mention the side projects, man. Scarred Soul,
David from Drake.
383. Come on, man. Hopping from band to band on Nipply Pipply like.
How's everybody feeling tonight? How's everybody feeling? That's what I'm talking about. Wake up, y'all. That's not over yet.
Alright, let's do a rock star song. We ain't hard to be strong.
towards South Arlington.
He still does CNC.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Justin Jackson pre-Dirty 30 pre-bash.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. So
Get your pool, boy.
I can tell you, anyone here in their 20s still besides him?
This guy?
That
Good
guy?
Lord.
How old are you?
I'm forever
27. Wow.
Still in diapers too.
And a med student. What the fuck, man?
Right on. I'll tell you what, dude. My personal experience, the 30s were the best. So, buckle up. Yeah.
I'm ready for it, man. Bring it on. I've had a decade.
your pool.
I've had a decade of hell. This last 10 years have been hell on me, and I'm ready for a new start.
Right on. Good deal. No better time to do it than entering a new decade. So,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
get rid of the hell early.
Yeah.
Get through your 20s, yeah. I can't say that for myself. My 20s were pretty cool, so.
oh, were they?
They're all right. Yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
I was drunk 99% of the time.
That's
so.
probably why I said they were cool.
They were
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I was homeless for the first half, and I don't remember the second half. About 30, I went, oh, I'll slow down. Then it got real good.
It's
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
to wake up.
The 30s is when you start, kicking in and fucking
Yeah.
actually becoming an adult, fucking 20s
Really?
is like
I don't want to grow up.
I remember when we were 20.
Yeah.
21-ish, 22-ish. Yeah, it was about time I quit Scarred Soul for the first time. I had to step out. Yeah. Going to college. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We had just started drinking. I remember that. We were playing Mahuke on occasion at the Ridgely. You'll see some Ridgely footage on the
trailer. Or
yeah, on the trailer, and you'll see some good old vintage Ridgely footage. I can't wait. It's good stuff.
I love it, man. I miss the Ridgely being the way it was.
Are we going to see anything new this Friday from Whiskey Tango Foxtrot?
Quite possibly.
Quite possibly.
Something
We'll
in the
keep it a
works.
surprise on the down low.
Yeah.
A 30-year-old guitar player, that'd be new.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That's the only surprise I'm giving away. That's
Right.
it.
So, are you living in Oklahoma right now?
Honestly, this is gonna be crazy.
If I dive into shit you don't want to talk about, it's
No. It's actually a really good thing, man. My dad and I, we've kind of had an off and on relationship in the last 30 years, but here recently, he actually, him and his girlfriend, they reached out and invited me to come home. So
Right on. Cool.
I was going back and forth from Texas to Oklahoma, and it was taking a toll on me, and damn sure taking a toll on my car. And so
in your band.
Yeah.
So of course, man.
Yeah, trying to make rehearsals and make
That's
stuff.
tough.
Yeah, trying to make everything happen. And then so Dad called me a couple weeks ago and he's like, "Dude, I got a spot for you. You want to come home?" I said, "Well, hell yeah!" Like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of driving back and forth. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my grandparents and I love what they were doing for me. But this is home.
It's your home.
Yeah, Fort Worth is
Absolutely.
home.
So.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good to hear.
That's
That's a
awesome.
good way to start.
Yeah,
Start your 30s.
Yeah,
off,
it feels
right?
good, man. It feels good to be home, and man, after all these years. I told Rob this a while back. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago. We were having dinner, and I thought, dude, it's been crazy. We've had probably 14 to 17 years of friendship and brotherhood, and all these years later, I met him I met half of these guys when I was a kid. I was 12 when I walked into Ridgely for the first time, and so here I am, fixing to be 30, and getting to share the stage with every single one of these guys. And Kyle back here from Worst Born, he was actually my original lead guitar player in Bullets Over Paris, the old band we had.
Right on.
And
I remember
Yes,
that.
indeed.
actually one of the WTF songs that we have is called "Help Us Now." It was actually Kyle was the guy that helped me co-write it back in the day. It had
Lawsuits. There's a lawyer right behind you.
Yeah, it had a different title and kind of a different meaning. And then the band that we had split ways, and all these years later, Glenn and I started WTF. We got Rob and Dave in the band, and man, that song has taken a life of its own. So,
Cool.
Right on.
Yeah,
it's always good to make a clean break.
Yeah,
for bands and stay friends and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't happen all the time.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's always good when that shit happens.
Oh,
Never, Goonies never say die, so it could always happen.
And then, like I said, all these years later, Kyle and I are finally getting to share the stage together. And I'm telling you, this whole thing is a dream come true for me.
You guys gonna
Hell
try
yeah.
to outdo each other?
Yeah, man, it's
Pyro, fucking.
Man, we're both in the same business, man. We're not trying to outdo one another. We just we want to keep the dream alive between the two of us, man. That's
A little friendly competition ain't
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Well, on our part, we really appreciate that so much, dude. Like
You're welcome,
that.
man.
And this is London from Firstborn, or Worstborn.
Worstborn.
The first can't be the worst, so who knows?
No, we Kyle had called me and said, hey, we got a show coming up, and I'm like, holy shit, you know. And then like, you know, he told the story of how he got in, and I'm like, wow, you know, this is amazing. You know, this is like makes us tighter, makes us, you know, iron out all the kinks that we had in our show, and like we're just like ready for it. And we to get the set we have. Thank you so much. I feel like we're blessed with that.
Yeah,
you know,
you're
it's
welcome,
like,
man.
jeez, man, like. We really got to put on a show. I mean, we're not doing 2 or 3 songs. You know, wow, this is gonna be great.
One of
So,
the best
thank
venues
you.
in Fort Worth, I might add, the Real Club Live.
Real Club Live.
Whoop, whoop.
We fought long and hard to get that venue back, and here we go, man. Let's do
If
this.
there was ever a bar in Fort Worth that had Mushroom Head there in West Side Fort Worth, I'm like, Jesus Christ, like that,
More than
that's
once.
amazing. Yeah,
Hang
it's
three?
amazing.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, they have all
Yeah,
kinds
there's been a lot of good bands come through there.
Hurstborn, someone said up there.
Firstborn.
Right on. So yeah, just pay it forward, Lyndon. Man.
Oh, absolutely.
That's some
Absolutely.
bids.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do for these guys. Like I said earlier, trying to get your foot in the door. I know it's a pain in the ass. And when Kyle said that he had another band, I remembered all the history that he and I went through, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? If y'all are ready to go, you got a set list. Here's a gig. Here's your
Oh, man,
here's your
for
chance.
sure.
Go for it, dude.
We talk to so many bar owners and managers and things of that nature, you know, that want to, you know, bring something and say, well, what do you do? I say, well, we do rock. You know, we're doing like a metal show. And they're like, oh, well, just email us, you know. And it's kind of like always this like turn off about it, you know. And I understand, you know, I respect everybody's music and everybody's artistship, you know, what they're doing. And then you see that, like, we want to get up here for everybody else, you know, is blue collar, like, let's get up here and rock, have a good time, you know, and, like, you know, rock's not dead at all because you got people like me, Kyle, you know, Austin over here, my buddy. What's up, bud? My buddy Tanner right there, new guy right there. You know, we're rocking out, we're trying to keep everything alive, you know, and it's just run into these hurdles and we're like, shit, you know, and then when you said something where it was like, we're there, let's do this shit. Let's
go.
Absolutely. So thank you again.
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome, man.
Fucking A, man.
Hell yeah.
To my right, the cool guy with the David Koresh glasses sipping his cold.
Man, the myth, legend.
Fucking Christopher Fake Newton from Tower High.
Hey, Tower High,
Good to see you, brother.
I didn't get none of that Fig Newton money either, by the way. God
Ripping
damn it.
you off, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the rest of the guys cheesed out, I guess. I don't know. They got too drunk at the brewery last night.
Hey, it's
But
all right.
Some heavy
man.
beer, man.
I made it.
That's some heavy
Yeah,
beer.
those L's were ass kicking.
We are great fans of Mile Zero and always have been. Those guys kick ass every
Right on.
time.
Yes, indeed.
Glad to be playing with them. And I consider everybody in the metal scene like brothers, man. It seems like now these days the bands are taking care of each other more than
It's a family, yeah.
anybody
Yeah,
else.
Sure
Right.
can't
Than
rely on
Family,
anyone else.
man.
to do
the
this
than the
shit.
clubs or in venues and stuff. We ain't gonna get into that, but you know,
No, let's
all the
dive
shows
right
we
into
book,
that.
Right.
like I seen Vivid and Vulgar, I was like they're fucking badass. I got to play with them, and then I got to play another show with them, and I was like,
That's
Thank you.
right.
And now
You
they're
just
looking for a
played that
bass
last
player, but-
weekend, too.
and in
Yeah.
Mile Zero, the same thing. When I played with them, and we played Tower High, played with them early on before I was playing drums with them,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
we got along great. And then they needed a drummer, and I stepped in, and I got 2 shows left with them, and then they got a new drummer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we
What happened
I didn't
with
know
that?
we were
What
gonna.
the fuck, man?
Yeah, we.
I
Yeah,
didn't really know we were gonna let the
You're
cat out
done
of
with
the
it? You
bag
just gonna
yet.
toss him to the
Tower High
side?
is,
well, yeah, I thought we'd already released that.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't
We
know
are
were
family
too.
still, man. We
Yeah.
are still
Oh, I
family.
know, I know.
We are family.
I didn't know we were gonna let the cat out of the bag that early, but yeah, I guess.
Hey, you heard it here first, folks.
That's it. So right now,
I
Lucy
thought
Tango
everybody knew
Foxtrot's
already.
looking for a drummer.
Well, actually, I think there's something in the works with that, but that's all.
Yeah, we got.
It's
a few
all-
people.
It's all
We
kind of
got
on
a
the
few
down
people
low right
thinking
now.
about it.
Yeah, I don't want to mention any names or anything. Everything's
on.
still kind of on the down low, but
So you got 2 more
I'm open
shows.
for
So
Yes.
you're pulling double duty next Friday, huh?
Yes.
yeah,
Wow. Right
And I
on.
am going to finish recording 2 more songs with them.
yeah, he's actually gonna help us
Finish
finish
those
the
tracks
EP,
as I said
which
I
is
would.
Badass.
Honor my word.
There you go, man. Clean break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No animosity.
Nah, brother.
no, not at all.
We're family, man. It's all good.
I
Yeah,
understand.
no hard feelings.
We'll
at
get
all.
over that kind of shit, you know.
Well, right on.
I did tell your bass player's gonna burn your hat, though. I didn't do it. It's right here.
That's right.
Well, what do you
Yeah.
say to you?
Apache,
He's an
what you do
asshole.
now, man?
All right.
Couldn't do it.
Well, let's
To go
check
hat.
out this Scarred Soul video,
yeah.
and we'll swap some members out because we have some other folks we need to talk to.
Oh yeah.
And then around the top of the hour, we'll start setting up for some jamming.
Yeah.
Get some going on here for you guys. So.
Go get her done. This song's called Make Up Words As You Go. We don't hail from welfare. Nobody gives us no credit 'cause we're happy. Weatherford. You say Weatherford? Jeremiah, motherfucking swing on the goddamn drums, yo.
something like
I
that.
don't think we've got enough of these.
All right,
on.
welcome back,
That's
everybody.
it.
So that was Don't Know kind of music video
Yes.
Robert put together for Scarred Soul. He's sitting on 14 years of lost footage that he's about to revive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Bring it
we're looking
on.
forward to that. And you got a trailer for this. The trailer is for the stuff you're putting together,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Essentially, it's what you just saw. A little bit of different things because in the editing process, when I was dumping out audio, I kind of screwed up. You know, it's trial and error, man, for me right now. I'm just learning the software, so.
What software are you using?
I'm using Movie Maker.
Okay.
You know, it's not so bad. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's fairly user friendly. So, yeah, man. So I'm learning, and I'm glad it did turn out different because I don't exactly want you to see the same things, but it's pretty close. And essentially, it's just the idea of what you're going to see in the movie is the start from beginning to end and the evolution of Scarred Soul as a band. That's what I was trying to achieve. And it starts. That's how the movie starts out. It's just the same way. But I used an underground track of the very last song that Chris, Andy, and I wrote together. It didn't even have a title, so I named it "The Fall." Jesse's singing some stuff on there, and it's real gritty. So you got some grainy footage. It's just underground, man. I think it symbolizes and embraces everything that underground metal has to offer, and that's essentially what I've been doing since 2003. Is trying to figure out what it's all about with the music scene, and get and the deeper you delve into metal, the more you learn, and it creates you, and that's what I think you've got here.
Agreed.
That's just
When
that's it, man.
when Jeremy passed, and I mean I'm sure you do, but when Jeremy passed, there was obviously a benefit show thrown right away at the Ridgely. You
Yeah.
guys produced a DVD at that point.
Yes.
Do you still have a copy of that?
I think I do. I have to look, man. I got so much stuff.
The reason I ask that is because as you're trying to put this together, that's obviously a monumental show for you guys,
Yes.
and I do have a copy of that, and it's in mint condition. So if you would like to use that,
I would.
then absolutely. Then
See, that's another thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reach out to people who do have footage I don't have, because I got a lot of stuff, and I know you got some stuff.
Yep.
And I probably got stuff in my hookah. I don't know. I know.
Right
I do.
on.
And that's part of the family we're talking about. Earlier with Chris, and as this community is, and trying to embrace one another and build, and that's what I think. That's what I want to achieve with 1-2 Barbecue Productions. Which that's I don't know if it's a name yet. I'm just launching this thing. This is a new thing, and I want to launch it in 2020 as a company that I'm trying to build.
there's a section of that I got to ask about. It's the barbecue section. What's up there?
Okay, dude. So the fall begins, and I told Jess, it's like, dude, we almost start the song out, 1-2 barbecue, and then we kick into this this riff. So when I started doing the movie, I found that track, and it said, and it was like coming into it, 1-2 barbecue, and I was like, well, that's it, dude. Embracing Dimebag and Vinnie Paul and the Pantera whole, macabre thing that we all love and embrace. We're all, Cowboys from Hell's, we're all cowboys here from hell, right? I mean,
Maybe you. I'm
Tell you
cowboy
what.
from head. And
You get that thing kicking and you want to. I got a buddy that will weld us to a pullable trailer, a giant smoker, and I'll come out there 3 nights a week and I'll smoke some barbecue while you guys are doing that.
Smoke some weed.
and I'll you don't have to pay me to do that, obviously, as long as you let me use your parking lot. I'll make the money off of that.
Right.
We'll
That'd be cool.
We'll work with each other on like a rent space or
Look
something.
at that, man. Your
Cool.
business is coming all together.
Right here on PullgetterTV too.
That's right. We get 20% off the top.
One thing I do want
Very
to
fair,
bring
very
to light,
fair.
you spoke of us losing Jeremy, and we also lost Chris too,
Yes,
brothers.
yeah.
And they also lost their older brother not too long ago to a murder as well.
Yeah.
So now that whole family has lost all their sons, man. It's very tragic.
That's
And,
insane.
Shay is their older brother, Chris, Jeremy, Shay.
Right.
And there's the footage I got of Shay too, man, from parties. And this is my way of trying to keep these guys alive, man. I
Right
mean,
on.
like,
Yeah.
Shay was pivotal in me becoming who I am today. Without him, I would never listen to Pantera. He was the dude who was like, dude, y'all need to start listening to Pantera. You need to get into better music. This shit y'all listen to is whatever. It ain't music, bro.
He's like, put down the Milli Vanilli, bro.
But Toad the Wet Sprocket is awesome.
Yeah.
I actually like that song.
One fucking song, exactly.
That song.
It's just the one. Oh my god.
Well,
that's what I'm doing.
Well, badass, man. Well, let's check out this trailer. When we come back, we'll talk with Worst Bar. Y'all stay tuned. Justin Jackson.
Dirty 30. Pre-party. Dirty 30. Oh, yeah.
1-2 Barbecue Productions. Scarred Soul, live, uncut, uncensored. Jesse Herringer. Steve Hill.
Jeremiah, motherfucking swing on the guy here, drums up.
Chuck Constantino. Jeremy Sisk.
I hold you tight as I wonder why I feel the huge. This part of me that slips away. It slips away from me. Now we've lost you. We don't know what we'll do. Our lives will be empty without the love of you. Now that we've lost you, we don't know what we'll do. Our lives will be empty.
Check it out. Andy Biggers.
Lost you. Don't know what we'll do. Our lives will be empty.
Justin Baston.
Loving you. Now that we've lost you, we don't
Take it away.
We're already back. We're already back. What's up, guys? Make some noise real quick. Right, we are definitely here with the pre-party for this gentleman's Dirty 30, and he's got a show coming up. Grog, you want to join us?
No, you're doing fine.
Oh, great.
We'll put Aaron on the spot here.
Also here with the guys from Westbourne. And so let's see. Tell me your name and what you do, and you don't, please not, I'm blah, 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 and I do this. I mean, like, what do you do in your life? Tell us about you.
Shitloads of things, actually. No, I'm London Furious. I'm the vocalist for Horseborn. And, I love how you love that, so it's great.
Sorry.
A lot of issues.
He is furious.
So,
He seems furious.
in the world, actually. I'm a kitchen manager, so that's what, I like it.
Awesome.
I do good in a stressful environment, so I'm fine with that.
That's some metal work.
Yeah, exactly. I put on Cannibal Corpse and I'm like, let's go, let's do this shit. It's,
Right on.
It's awesome,
Yeah.
man. So.
Right on, bud.
Here's your taco plate, ass.
Those mics can hear you.
Alright, what's up? I'm Austin. I'm drums in Worstborn, and then by day, when I'm not at practice, I'm in-house counsel for a bank. And
Lawyer.
yeah, basically.
Lawyer.
Those keep these guys out of trouble.
I love how you did
Shit
not
like that.
mention the name of the bank.
There's no need,
Yep,
you know.
that's the lawyer
It's a
in you.
bank. It's where money goes to sleep at night, and we're good with
Right.
that, right?
Absolutely.
There you
Absolutely.
go. Thanks, man.
I'm Tanner. I'm the guitarist, rhythm guitarist, and I'm the newest member of the band. I've been with them like 3 weeks, so
Awesome.
it's been
Pressure
fun
is
run.
on,
Been a cram
sir.
session. I'm a chiller technician, and so stressful situations, yeah, that works for me.
What kind of technician?
Chillers, large commercial air conditioning,
Okay.
essentially. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, anyways, that's
Okay.
what I do.
The
What do
test
you
is
do
this
for the
Friday,
band?
by the way?
What do I do for this band?
You promoted us.
I promoted him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all I
yeah,
do.
no, he-
I'm not even in the band.
Booking agent.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now this fucking guy right here, he's got a hell of a job.
I'm currently unemployed. So I'm Kyle. I'm one of the guitarists. I'm not leading. You're not rhythm. We share. Come on. Don't try to give me an ego boost. So
I have more.
And I'm a
hair.
paramedic
I had to give you
student.
something.
That's true.
So med student.
paramedic. I'm not a doctor.
Paramedic.
I'm
Well,
not
it has the word med in it.
Okay, you're right. I'm a med student.
Oh, did he say paramedic?
I'm a med student.
As you were dating in the world, you are a med student. Trust me, brother.
I thought you
No,
said
he's
med
right. He's right.
student.
He's right. I'm cutting myself short here.
Cheers on that one.
He's also the grumpiest in the band, you know.
Oh,
So
dude,
a
I
lot
am.
of our work is just keeping this guy cheered up,
I'm an
or at
asshole.
least, you know,
Sorry,
not
that's my fault.
frowny face. Is
How
it?
so?
All right.
How are you an asshole?
I'm the mood killer. So if anytime they have a goofy idea that I don't like,
Or a
I
good
shut it
idea,
down.
not even goofy,
I
but
shut
just
it down.
Yeah, we're bringing inspiration and creativity. He's like, that sucks,
It's
man.
not inspiration, creativity. It's ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous.
In other words, he's the boner killer.
But I think every band needs one because you know when you're in a band you have an abstract mind, so your mind begins to think abstract thoughts, and not all of those are sales.
If Kyle wasn't part of this process, this coming Friday, there'd be like Roman candles and fringe and just all sorts of pageantry going on. So
everybody's wearing lace.
Yeah, exactly. As a result, a little bit more grounded. This show coming up on Friday, so we have Kyle to thank for that.
Yeah, can we set the stage on fire? No.
Okay,
we'll get with it. So.
That's actually incorrect. They'll let you set the stage on fire provided you provide a contract. I've done so myself.
Oh,
See, we're good then. So
contracts.
Pyro.
What are those?
We have a lawyer. Contracts.
Dude.
Fire contracts.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
There you go.
You do have to pay for it if you burn it down. That's kind of their thing.
That makes sense. Makes
Fair enough.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, so let's see. Grog, are you going to jump in, or are you just going to leave me to wing it the whole time? I realize that our co-host is over here just staring at
I
us.
never get to
Be from the outside?
You're doing good, man.
So, yeah, you're doing fine.
He never gets to witness his own show, man. He's got to check it out.
Right, this is kind of fun.
So for you guys, I can imagine, only just because I've been there myself, but for anybody watching that's not ever been in a band, they don't know all the aspects of what goes on and so on and so forth. There's a lot that goes into...
Yeah, it's hard fucking work.
It really is. It's a lot of fucking work.
It's not easy.
But you guys are at the very beginning, so you have now gone from the idea of let's put together a band, through the writing process and are now about to go out on your first show. So,
Oh, yeah.
as a result of that, do you have any advice for anybody that's trying to do the same thing other than don't fucking do it?
My biggest thing, if you're wanting to start a band, is make sure you like the people you're in the band with. You know, you have a lot of successful bands.
Well said.
A lot of successful bands that hate each other. But
Guns N' Roses?
But when you're first starting, if you hate each other, it just sucks. And so we found a good group of guys. Tanner just came in 3 weeks ago, and he's learned everything we've thrown at him to get ready for this show.
We're actually down a member tonight. Our bassist, Chris on bass. He'll be unveiled on Friday. That's our big surprise for Friday. Is our fifth member.
We have a fifth member. Heard it here first.
Yeah. But he's very much a part of that. I mean, we've got a text thread, and it's, you know, we talk business and music stuff and stuff like that. And sometimes it's just shooting the breeze, just buddies being buddies kind of stuff, you know. So
definitely stole my last question because I was gonna be like, I haven't heard anybody say I play bass yet. What's up with that shit?
No, exactly.
Oh no, we got a guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
5-string bass player.
Awesome.
He's been practicing. He's good to go. He just couldn't be here tonight. He's got he's got 2 kids, but he's got a new baby girl just maybe a month old, something like that. So he's still kind of transitioning out of paternity leave. But he'll be there on Friday.
Freaking awesome.
Hell yeah.
You started to say something. What did you start to say?
No, I was. It was a funny story of actually how we came together too. Through a mutual friend of ours. I got kicked out of the first band.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
I made the phone call.
Kyle had to do it.
You don't say.
Well, here it is. You know, you're awesome, but you know, so I kind of, you know, it was a little bit more different metal than I want to actually do. It was more like a thrash thing going on, which I love thrash, you know, get me wrong, but if you just don't have the voice for it, you don't have the voice for it. And you know, that's, you know, that was one of the things that we did. But it's funny because we started an acoustic project for a while, which was amazing. Like, I listen to music now more acoustically than I do the full version because it is such more beautiful, you know. And we started an acoustic project together, and then we're like, these guys suddenly like, oh, we're with you guys now, so, you know, we're gonna come over. So, and dude, it's just been like this awesome ride, stressful as shit, but beautiful in its way, you know. And like where we are now with our set list, you know, and how confident we are with our songs, it's just been amazing. It's been amazing, and you know, the work just so paid off for it, you know. So that question you asked is like, yes, it is definitely a second job, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
40 hours a week, you know what I mean. But we enjoy each other's company. We
sometimes a little too much.
Great.
Well, yeah.
Well, these two are like very
Yeah.
I think there's lube back over there.
I
go in dry.
I was ready to go in dry.
Oh, right on. Okay, wow, this took a turn. That's awesome.
Anyway,
first, but okay.
I'd say persistence, you know. I mean, it's going to sound like shit for a long time. And then eventually it starts to sound like something else, and you bounce ideas off of each other. That pulls on the friendship thing where there's trust and you rely on one another. But, I mean, the only reason why we're even here right now, and I mean, we haven't even proven ourselves, but it's been a lot of hours just making a bunch of noise in the same space. The AC sucks by the end of it. I think we've all, like, sweat out a good 5-7 pounds, but we're not bitching about the AC. We're like pumped and high-fiving each other because it sounded great, and it's been sounding better than the last couple months. So it just, you gotta keep your nose to that grindstone, set goals if that's the kind of thing, put things on the calendar, ideas, whatever. Yeah. So that'd be my advice.
Well said. So now I want to make sure that I'm getting this correct. You guys are gonna play tonight a little bit, right?
One song.
You're gonna play one song. You guys are gonna do that song acoustically.
Yes.
So in the amount of time that you guys have spent together, which is shorter than bands that have been playing out in the clubs for years and years, you guys have written a full electric set, but you also have delved into the acoustic side of things.
Absolutely.
So all of you, I'm going to gather, have sort of an acoustic, a love for that style, as opposed to a lot of metalheads that are like, no, it has to be hardcore.
Well, the original song is soulful in its own way. It's got some clean areas, some heavy areas, and everything like that. But when we started doing the acoustic version, the message and the meaning behind the song just became, I don't know, it meant more.
Okay.
Yeah, it started to feel more soulful. It started to feel more alive.
It's always a little more intimate when you're
exactly
too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't have Chris as our bassist tonight, but Austin will be taking over the bass tonight.
Very cool.
And so, yeah, we look forward to showing y'all what we got. Love it or hate it, we're happy to play it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
So then that leads me to this question, which I always like to talk about. So many people that are not into the metal scene or whatever, just they look at people that are in metal as that's that group over there,
Right.
and that's all that they do. But I mean, obviously not. A lot of the metalheads love acoustic music and love all kinds of music. I'm a fucking huge Tori Amos fan, for one.
Nothing wrong with
There you
that.
go.
So I mean, I love all kinds of things, and obviously y'all do too, because you guys made the decision to do that. So we can sit and talk all night about your influences when it comes to metal, because that's what everybody else would do. Who's your influences when it comes to a totally different style of genre? And we'll start there, and we'll just go that way.
I'm an 80s kid, I really am. So growing up on that 80s synth rock, that kind of came up in that era, what we'd be back then considered pop, music. I actually weighed heavily on a lot of my writing style and a lot of my lyrics and how I can, transition between these two. It just progressed from then on out to be like, I want to go goth, and I want to go industrial, which I love to death, and like I actually go to the church every Sunday because that's where they play it. And but it kind of went on my emotion too. As far as I'm getting older, it's like I'm feeling pretty fucked up right now, so I want to hear some heavy shit. And then that's what it had, came to. And it's like I experienced like my first band was actually a death metal band, and we were just screaming throughout the whole lyrics, off key, everything. It was terrible, but at that time it was just like this kind of music, is where I feel so much more comfortable in than any other genre. It's like I respect every artist out there. And it wasn't really until I heard Maynard sing that Maynard influenced my life a lot, and that's
As he did mine.
Yeah, and that's this history of London right there. So
Who's that?
So.
Okay.
Oh man, that's a tough question to answer just because there's a lot of ways to go with it, and I only got a limited amount of time. I got a lot of significant people in my life, and I think those people in my life, we have a shared band that has been an inspiration to me, but I think it's been an inspiration of that relationship. So right off the top, I've been married to the same girl, Jen Bertrand, for almost 9 years now, and our big band is 311. We have loved that band for a long time. Huge
That drummer's
influence.
sick.
Yeah, and I mean, being a drummer, it's kind of hard not to be inspired by that.
Right.
I've got a buddy, he might be listening right now, Lucas, out on the East Coast. Our band is Faith No More. You guys were listening to Faith No More when we walked in today.
Faith No More, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah, And then earlier today, we were listening to, with my family, ELO. And my daughter, my 3-year-old daughter, got excited when she heard Mr. Blue Sky,
Okay.
And and I mean, like, actually, Chris, our bassist who isn't here, he loves Ween. That's my vibe with Chris. We love listening to Ween. So, I mean, I could go on and on. And then all points in between. We were talking about the Police a little while ago, how awesome Stuart Copeland is. Huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, Jimmy Chamberlain. I mean, I'm talking about drummers, but, I mean, there's a lot of inspiration in a lot of different places to look. And that stuff, when you start drawing it into something you're trying to do creatively for metal, I mean, that can really kind of take you to some awesome places because it can still sound like metal, but it's like, dude, I was totally aping on some Primus stuff, but I like leave it.
100% agree.
Exactly. So there's a lot out there, and I could go on. We could probably do a whole separate podcast on all the fun music to listen to.
We got time.
But that'd be me in a nutshell.
Right on. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm very heavily influenced by all things rock. That genre has been my genre since I was, a baby. I just grew up on the shit. So 70s, 80s, 90s, 60s, 50s. The weird stuff, I guess, the stuff that's kind of atypical would be that I do like to listen to classical. I mean, Randy Rhoads, he wanted to do classical. I'll leave it at that.
Classical is metal without distortion.
It's totally influential.
Absolutely.
The concept behind it is just, I don't know how to put it into words, but suffice it to say that it strikes a chord in here. You feel it, it's emotional, and that's what I try to project when I play music. So whether or not it falls into the typical mold that we come to expect from some metal, if it talks to you, then it's right.
Absolutely. Open-mindedness in all music.
Absolutely.
100%. I'm going to go ahead and I'm asking this band, but I know that you have done acoustic things yourself. I've seen you do it.
It was,
so.
I was thinking the same thing when you first brought up the acoustic subject. If whoever has not only not seen our set, but if you don't know our history, WTF actually was started as an acoustic project.
Yep.
And
I remember.
the story behind that is we had myself, Glenn Edwards, and David Jarvis. Like Rob wasn't even in the band yet. Well, about a month. I want to say it was probably a month. But like we did our first show August 28th. So that's yeah, it was right before my birthday that year, and it's crazy now because if you have seen our set, then you see Dave up there. You know, he's thrashing around and doing his showman thing. Well, back then, if you look at any of those old videos, if anybody has them, you go back and see those old videos. Dave is just sitting back there on a stool, just incognito, shades on, fedora on his head, just sitting there like he's not moving at all. So I mean, we came from that to what you see now. And if you haven't seen us before, come out Friday night, man.
That dude's got energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that dude's got energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And if, like I said, if you haven't seen us, come out Friday night, you'll see it, man. Dave will blow your mind, along with the rest of us. We got Glenn Edwards on lead guitar. He's not able to be here tonight. Him and Don are at home. David, I'm assuming he's at home too. So
right on.
But yeah,
getting some relaxed time. Well, I'm going to ask you the same question about other genre influences. And then, if we can, I'd like to go to a video panel. That's going to be cool. We need to get onto some performances.
Yeah,
which is freaking awesome. We're going to do that later. Okay. So in other words, though, I just don't want to kill a bunch of time. I want to make sure we have time for everybody to play. So let us know about you.
So when it comes to the softer side and not metal, the Animals are huge. The Beatles are huge. Rodrigo and Gabriella. When it comes to flamenco picking and just the amazing guitar ability and dexterity that they have.
Absolutely.
I get into some of Vince Senful was my first band. They were, I'm a youngin'.
It's young.
So Vince Senful was my first thing. So Censored Gates was always my biggest influence as far as guitar playing goes. And then I got luckily introduced to Pantera by my brother, which became the biggest thing. I mean, Dimebag was just a god.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's no other way to put it. To say he's the king is just insulting him. He is a god, and even some of his softer riffs were just beautiful.
Oh, agreed.
I mean, you think Pantera, and to people who don't really listen to him, you think this dun 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 dun, but they don't listen to that first riff that he played in Cemetery Gates. That was just gorgeous.
Not even that.
Agreed.
The solo and floods.
The solo and floods.
Fuck yeah.
Great
solo
example.
in tens is another one of those.
That one too.
So, but a lot of the big acoustic influence I get is from 60s and 70s.
Very cool. Very cool.
Speaking of Pantera, let's do the popular video by Randy Bell.
Popular video by Randy Bell?
Yeah.
You guys know who Randy Bell is?
Oh yeah.
Way back in the day. Well, you're young, but
All right, educate me.
I did in high school was bang, Wu-Tang. Popular in high school, famous for my tool. Popular in high school, made all the women drool. Popular in high school, famous for my tool. Popular in high school, the women that are my tool. Popular in high school.
Did you please flash some mashed potatoes?
What's happening? What's up? Got crowd rolling in your cup. What's going on, you guys? So, Worst Born.
Hell
Who
yeah.
came up with that name?
That guy.
I did.
Did we already go over all this, Aaron?
We did not go over that part of it. No.
Okay,
No, this is
great.
brand new.
Brand new name?
Well, just cutting edge material for this whole show. We didn't touch on the name or anything like that.
Oh,
so.
well, yeah. See, me and him, we have different styles of interviewing and stuff, you know. I did learn you're a lawyer and you're a nurse.
Paramedics. Paramedics, dude.
He's got the
We don't get paid as
He's
much
got
as
the
nurses.
uniform.
Oh, nurse.
I'm just ready.
Sounds more
He started with a
manly,
Halloween
man.
costume, and he just took inspiration from there.
No, he's right. He's right. That's how it
That's
Yeah, I
see
mean-
that on stage this Friday.
It's got. I wish I had a lawyer in my band, you know.
You actually did.
Me
Fucking,
too.
you have your own stationery and everything for the band. Was
Yeah.
your first row. Like, all right, anyone steals
I've
our
got like
shit.
emergency letterhead every now and again. You know, you get like mad at situations like I'm gonna put this on the letterhead. Pull it
Cease
up.
and desist. On standby.
Like this is some bullshit. Signed, Esquire.
Well, get ready to use it. Welcome to the scene, bro.
There you go. I drew a couple of ergos in there. They love that. That sounds like a lawyer word. You know?
Right.
I'm gonna take this seriously.
And you can, you're an asset because you can get your bandmates call you up and it's like, man, I got busted with a fucking quarter a dro, and you're like, hey, don't worry, I'll have you out in a couple.
That's
hours.
like grog.
That's exactly the
Lawyer.
side project. I'm into, you know, like a lot of bands in a side project. It's like I'm gonna do my hip hop thing. It's like me. I'm gonna keep these guys out of jail. Representing
We
divorces
appreciate
and
it.
custody
Absolutely,
issues and
yeah.
stuff like that. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking.
So y'all
to
aren't
do.
gonna do any gangster rap?
Well, of course we are.
I would think.
Of course.
If you're gonna be on PullgetterTV.
This guy is a
Come on,
huge
Kyle,
Twisted and ICP fan. He would
Twisted,
never,
yes.
Yes.
Twisted.
The
Don't
first
lie.
time.
You
Not
like
ICP.
ICP too.
ICP back in the day.
The first
Still
couple.
are.
Okay, so all the cards, all the
The
Joker's
original
cards
six. The original six.
are great. The first album of Twisted is great. The second one,
They got better when they formed Imagine Engine.
yeah, I'll give them that. And then after that, kind of fell back off. In my opinion, it's just my opinion. I can't stand anything ICP is doing right now.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you on
It's
that.
just absolutely ridiculous.
I'm with you. The original six
You
silk
ain't no
cards I
true
love.
juggalo then, fool.
I would never ever have claimed to be
Someone's
a
not
juggalo.
going to the gathering
I
next
think you
year.
call it a
Nope,
shuffle.
don't go to the gathering. Not a juggalo. Enjoy the band. I'm also not part of the Kiss Army, nor a pig or a maggot. But
I'm a maggot.
I do enjoy
Okay.
it. I love me some Slipknot. I am not a maggot.
Yes, love Slipknot.
I am my
There you
own
go.
person. I can't.
But
I
you're
can't
a
stress
pull getter,
enough
though.
that I'll
You're a pull getter.
Yeah, I'm a PGA person, that's for sure.
PGA.
But I'll go to Slipknot concerts and then like leave during the last set when they're getting toward their newer stuff and head over to the Ani DeFranco concert and I have a problem with that.
So you leave before they do Spit It Out?
No.
Because that's always
Spit-
their second to
bro.
last song.
But I've seen that probably 23 times.
It's so fun though. Every time. Every time it's fun.
It is. My little crippled ass is like, I can't sit down. Nobody hit me. I can't get on my knees.
Corey Taylor wants me to drop to the floor. I
Right,
can't
what
do
do I
it.
do? And they will. I've seen people in that situation when they do Spit It Out. For people that don't know that are watching, if you're not a Slipknot fan, that song is always their last song, has been since the first album, and they make you get down on the ground as they talk to you, and then what's really abrasive about it is you have to jump up, and if you're physically incapable, it's hard for those of us that are. But you will get slapped if you don't get down, no matter how physically incapable you are.
I wish a motherfucker.
Oh,
people
bullshit.
will knock your ass
I
out.
stay the fuck down just to get slapped.
But then,
Wish a motherfucker
but then
would.
they make everybody jump. Then they make everybody jump, and the preset to that is where you're going to be in the next 5 years. And it's like, wait a second, I just thought about the fact that I just got smacked by some fucking dude. I'm sitting in the fucking mud, and you're asking me where I'm going to be in the next 5 years? Are you insulting me? Like, what the fuck?
Damn, I never looked at it that way. Never looked at it that way.
That's the lyrics.
New perspective.
Like, I think they just called me a maggot. Fuck, wait a minute.
Anyway, you guys are partying with Worstborn here tonight for Justin Jackson's.
Yes.
Justin Jackson's pre-birthday party.
It is
coming
our
out
kid
this
tonight.
Friday at the Rail Club. Got a badass lineup, dude.
29 for a short time.
It's gonna be the place to be for sure. So
You're gonna do the gangster
30
right now.
is the first hill, brother.
yeah, it's the first hill. It's all downhill.
It's all downhill after 30, right? I mean,
So
Yeah.
That's what
yeah, hamburger. It's a hamburger hill.
Hamburger Hill once you hit 40.
You got four good days left in you.
oh yeah.
So, want to shout out to Randy Bell who's watching, and Trish, happy birthday, big PGA wave.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right on. I hope you had a good one. Randy was in that video Popular that we watched. For those of you guys that don't know, that was he did that in the studio with Pantera when they were doing Cowboys from Hell. So whenever you see him up there singing, that's actually in the studio while they were doing Cowboys from Hell. It was supposed to be a hidden track on their album, but since they were newly signed to that label, they said no, only serious songs on this album. Get that shit off of there. So that's why, solid music. And he played it last weekend at the PullgetterTV event as Randy Belvis. He came out.
His Elvis costume.
Yeah, in his Elvis
awesome.
garb, man, and killed it. It was fucking awesome. So
We unfortunately I missed when we're on air and we're looking at everything up there and trying to read your comments. One of you said that you were enjoying this and you were just checking it out, and I didn't get to it in time to say thank you for checking it out. But to everybody
Thank you.
that's checking it out,
Yeah.
thank you guys all. I appreciate all you watching.
give our page a like and follow us and buy our product, please.
Please buy everything we said.
Please
Shameless
buy our
plug.
product.
No shame at all.
Not at all. No. I have knee pads. I'm good.
You can't have shame in this name.
And a bib. Knee pads and a bib.
That's
pads
getting
are-
on your knees and begging for those of you that have your minds in it. Just saying.
My mind's always there.
Good cover, Aaron. Good cover, bro.
I'm a vocalist. I can't do anything to harm my vocal cords. Let's just get that off the table right now. God
London
damn, would be
can't
so mad at me.
London can't relate.
Fuck it, I'll do it. I got you.
So you had a guy here named Tanner, I guess,
Yeah, he's
your newest member.
That guy's
What's up,
sitting there.
Tanner?
Yo,
Wayne Hill.
Didn't want to be where new guy.
bro. I got it, man.
So the newbie on the block, right? 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Yep.
3 weeks.
How long did you guys have to look to
They
find?
already Jason Newsteaded you. You're like over
So
there.
so I started looking as soon as I found out Jackson got us on the bill. Because beforehand we had it to where we could do just one guitar, one bass.
You know, I'm smaller, so
and we can make
Yeah,
it
I
work. But there were songs that would work so much better if we had two guitarists. And so I sent out a Craigslist ad, and in 2 days he contacted me, and we got together and jammed. It was just instant. I mean, he was a
It
great
was
dude.
instant, huh? So
Yeah.
there wasn't much of a audition phase.
Well, I had 7 guys tell me that they wanted to come audition, but he came out first, and I was like, y'all can just cancel that because this is our guy.
Yeah.
Wow,
Badass.
impressive,
Yeah,
man.
pretty badass.
Now,
Yeah.
did you walk in confident like a boss and like fucking, I might jam with you guys? You really have to prove yourself to me.
Honestly, man, I hadn't jammed with anybody for a while, and you don't know what to expect.
Right, especially
so
on
you
crazy,
leave the fucking
right?
ego at the door. You just walk in, and you're like, "Hey, man, I like to play," and go from there.
Right on.
And that's kind of rare, wouldn't you say, Aaron? I mean, you've been trying to find a guitarist for a long time. Congratulations on finding one.
Thanks. Now we're looking for a bass player.
Now we're looking for a bass player. So 2 steps forward, 1 step back, always. Fucking. But you've been going through this audition process. So someone that comes in and just fucking nails it, right off the bat. So that's kind of rare, isn't it? Especially on Craigslist or whatever.
We got lucky enough that the 2 musicians that came in for us, a guitar player and a keyboard player, did walk in and just nail it. But man, these bass players, man.
Don't get me started on
Good Lord. Walk in and you're like, okay, can you play in 7/8? And they're like, no.
I can play 9/10.
Right. There's something besides 4/4.
1263.
Right.
And just play the root. Don't do anything, deviating from. Just follow what
No,
the
thank
guitarist
you.
is doing in the most simplified
No,
way
thank
possible.
you.
That's how I
I want
play bass.
I want a bass player.
man.
And then I'm like,
A
where's my
player,
bass solo?
player. Somebody who
Stop
can play the
playing
bass.
for
You want Les Claypool?
No, I don't.
Geddy
Happy middle
Lee?
ground. I want somebody that can do a 16th note triplet. I want somebody that knows what a harmony is.
So
I want
Steve
somebody
Harris.
to be able to play that kind of thing.
Paul Gray.
Yeah.
Okay, rest his soul.
Right.
Bootsy Collins.
Something like that. I don't expect them to be amazing. I expect them to be able to keep up.
Oh, that's perfectly fair.
And it almost sounds snotty. I don't mean to be like, you have to keep up with our amazing music.
Bro.
I understand. Just like you have to be able to play the music we're playing.
I'm the asshole of the group. You can't sound snotty to me.
Right.
Yeah, we're the nice part of the band over here. It's like,
Sorry, guys.
Let's be a little bit more positive, okay?
Oh yeah.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Right?
Here's my thing: is I'm a singer. I can poorly play the guitar. I can do the root notes on a bass, and I can keep a beat on the drums. So as a singer, if I can walk up and play your instrument better than you, then you gotta go. So for me, the root note thing, if I can do it, you gotta. No, thank you.
Enhance it
No,
a
thank
little.
you.
Yeah.
Just get barely outside my scope.
Go
And,
instead of going go do. There you go. Do a walk in there. For the love of God, a slide.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Exactly.
gotta be a bass player.
Oh shit.
I'll agree.
Showing up on time helps too. Just like
course.
just sticking to the schedule.
Of course.
And yeah, it's weird. I mean, there's a million guitarists pretty much anywhere you go and look, and it was like the hardest member to find ultimately. I mean, even our current bassist was pretty easy. It was just like I just asked a friend who I knew could do it, and he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come out and check it out."
Got any other friends?
It's the absolute last one.
That's pretty much how we formed before Tanner was just a bunch of mutual friends. I mean, because a buddy of mine went to karaoke one night and saw London singing over there, and was like, "Hey, Kyle, I think I found a vocals for you." And he came out to the old band, and I fired him. And then the next band was more of what we wanted to do in our style, so invited him to come back out. And then Chris was a longtime friend of Austin.
Yep.
So you didn't fire him for lack of talent or anything. You fired him because it wasn't the right.
It didn't fit that style.
Yeah, it was the prior version of this band was just we were trying to I think you mentioned earlier, it was just a bit more of a thrash direction, and I mean it was just asking this dude to do a thrash thing. I mean, and this dude can scream. Don't get me wrong. Like he's got one of the most just gut-wrenching screams I've ever
Just like that.
That's what I was thinking. Just like that. Harmonize like right now. I'm like,
He's been listening to our recordings.
And that was, when we realized it wasn't working in like version 1, letting him go was kind of hard because it's like, well, the dude can sing, it's just we need to get him. And that was the time I was like, well, he'll find the right band. And then version 1 imploded. Kyle and I really enjoyed writing together, so then it was like, well, let's keep the momentum, but like stick with the stuff we've written. And then I think London showed up like the very next practice.
What category would you put yourself in as far as a singer? What's your niche?
I'd have to go, wow.
Because it's obviously not thrash. No offense.
Right, and thrash is great, and I like Joey Belladonna. I love Joey Belladonna from Anthrax. I think he's amazing.
Anthrax.
And he has these soaring vocals, and of course Bruce Dickinson is amazing, at what they do, and I think that's why I'm a huge fan of it because I can't do it, It's just like that is awesome, dude.
Right.
But if I had to break it down, I grew up a lot of Mudvayne, Marilyn Manson, Rob Zombie. We're coming off that, middle late '90s area, which just the vocalists were just these raw vocalists, and they had a range on them, a lot of Marilyn Manson's acoustic stuff I just love. Sorry about that. Love, so
Fucking
much.
quit touching me.
Sorry, but I think
Drama!
mostly, like, now,
Already from the new guy.
the new progressive
Tell
stuff
these
that came out with
people,
all
they
the
love each other.
metalcore, screamo music, emo music. Love the lyrics. I hate the vocals. So
Yeah,
I
me too.
came back to saying, but there's something in metalcore. There really is. I love the breakdowns, the screams, the primal energy, but then I love how they just sweeten out at the very end. It's just beautiful vocals. It's like
I think if they took what people consider new metal,
Yeah.
which is everything that was
Heavy melodic.
Yeah,
heavy metal,
and I
exactly.
mean, you got your Slipknot in there. Obviously, it's going to fall under that. But even like Coal Chamber.
Oh, yeah.
and
Absolutely.
that's going to be one that falls into that situation. Everything that came out during that time, the Marilyn Manson, the Coal Chamber, the Static X, the Slipknots, all of the Korn, all of that came out actually is exactly where I think that we've lost touch with. We lost touch after that, and everything went crap, and then it went metalcore, and it's like metalcore for me. I'm with you on that, but metalcore for me is amazing. I think if we could mix the two.
Oh, absolutely.
And make a Korn style band or a Slipknot style band and throw some metalcore in there. I think that may be where the future needs to go.
Oh, I absolutely agree with that.
And I'll say it right in front of anybody. It's just my opinion, but when it comes to screamo and emo, I would love to see that weed completely fuck out.
Aaron's views do not necessarily represent those of Pullgetter TV.
Agreed.
I always prefer Apple Core, you know. Apple Core's pretty hard.
When you listen, as a lyricist, you know, when you're writing stuff, I write a bunch of like, you know, personal experience stuff that actually happened to me and the muck shit you go through, and you come out on the other side and you're just like going like, oh. Whoa! I didn't expect to find that. I didn't expect to find a survival in me, or you know, something.
It the fuck tunnel.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at these
like,
these two lyricists are fucking.
they're
like this.
Eye to eye right now.
We need to get them to do some deaf comedy or deaf poetry jam.
So writing actually just came so natural in that aspect to say like, I'm gonna write about my experience as an allegory, and hopefully that you understand what I'm going through. But it was soft, it was beautiful, it was ugly, it was raw, it was sick, it was just, you know, all these emotions that a human can feel, you know, is like what I attempt to put into my voice, you know, that way you feel it too. And you're like, hey, this guy, oh man, me and him were discussing this actually, you know, we all have great jobs, you know, we make decent money, but it's also like, you know, if someone came up to us and said, you know, that song you just wrote, I get it, and I love it. That's really for us, like to say, wow, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, that's the payoff, you know. So
you and I are 100% eye to eye on things, and I know that your first gig is coming up, and I'm hoping for sure that happens for you in the first little bit. But I will tell you this. Don't give up on that idea, because it will 1,000% happen. I can guarantee that will happen, and it'll happen few and far between.
Oh,
but the few that it does happen few and far between will amaze you, and I'm burping here. There we go. It's the most amazing thing in the world when it does. I've wound up having people that have tattooed stuff on themselves based on the lyrics and so forth.
Oh,
and
wow.
so get ready for that
Nice.
kind of thing.
Nice.
Cool. I think that is almost like the new form of the rawest thing. When you get back to the 60s and 70s, as you guys were talking, some of y'all were mentioning earlier, it was always raw emotion back then.
Yeah.
And we lost sight of that and so forth. And we need to move on from here, so I'm not going to talk any further. But I just want to say that I see eye to eye with you there, and so I'm really interested in where you guys are. So for the rest of you, as you're going and seeing this new band, just keep in mind what they're really trying to put out there. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Right on, and you'll get a taste of that here in about 15-20 minutes whenever they play a live song for you tonight. Where's Born? Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Hanging with us tonight. Pam, let's play a Tower High video, and we'll be right back with Mile Zero. Woo!
Ah, shit.
Let's do this, shall we? When I die, may I go to heaven? 'Cause I don't know if they let cowboys in. But if they don't, just send me straight to Texas. 'Cause Texas is as close as I've been. That's how high, motherfucker.
This room respects that, right? All right. I'm gonna start off a chant. You ready? I'm gonna start a chant. You guys are gonna be a part of this one. Are y'all ready? All hail the king! All hail the king! All hail the king! All hail the king!
There were.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Now we have Mile Zero in the house, the epic headliners for this Friday night 30th birthday bash for Justin Jackson here.
Yes, sir.
You for real, man?
Definitely.
Keep it on the real.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Jackson.
Oh.
Whoop whoop.
You had to go there.
The nurse knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Don't taste me, bro. Don't taste me. I'm just fucking
I don't
busting.
think I've heard that shit since I was in 5th grade, man.
Oh, someone's reciting some Dumb and Dumber shit. That's great. Yeah. Ing. Yeah.
Man, be careful.
See?
Adrian's
That's
my favorite
part about it.
Sandwich. He was about to go tap my
Man.
Don't turn that way either.
So that was an awesome tribute to Vinnie Paul there. All Hail the King, right?
Sir. Yes, all
Yeah.
King.
The brand new song.
Brand new.
Is the newest
Brand
of,
new.
yeah,
Very cool,
everything.
man.
So
And where was that at?
sneak peek there. That was
Yeah,
at
for sure.
that was at the Ridgely for the Within
okay.
Chaos.
That was
CD
Within
release.
Chaos CD release party.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we opened.
Did you guys
Dude,
hear that? There's
that
an echo.
was a
Yeah, I did.
mega
I
show.
did hear that.
You guys were on
I
there,
heard
of
someone's
course.
phone is on.
Where's your bass player?
Oh, you're talking about like.
Where'd he go?
Okay.
Dude,
Don't worry about
okay.
it.
No. Because it's fucking hilarious, dude.
Chewy, where you at, bro?
Hey,
Dude,
there's
their
an
bass
echo,
player, they were doing
Their bass
sound
player?
check.
Uh-huh.
Doing sound check?
They were doing sound check.
With
And
the
this
repeater?
guy gets like pissed. So pissed. He's so pissed
He was so
that he
pissed.
just fucking throws his bass, dude.
What?
Well, he didn't necessarily throw it, but he got aggravated with, I guess, the monitors or something wasn't going. I don't remember exactly what it was. He's like, well, fuck it, I'll just go get my other one. He just fucking like lets his
Launches
eyelids drop.
it, dude. He launches it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Remember? Because we were over with Ray at the sound booth, dude.
And
Yeah.
dude, because somebody was standing next to me and they're like, dude, you want to let him buy your bass? And I was like, no.
No, I think
Not after that.
No shit.
he had some kind of technical issue going on the inside of the base because he just had it worked on. Well, some kind of solder or something wasn't right, and he's like, "Fuck it, I'll go get my other one."
Yeah.
So he at first I thought what he did was lean it up against his base, and he freaking when he turned to go walk out backstage, his foot caught it. And it just boom.
I don't know, man. I saw a different thing from
yeah.
front of
Well,
house. Dude,
from
I saw-
our point of view, the dude like suplexed his bass onto the stage, like elbow and everything.
That story's way better.
And it was so awesome because it was like, holy, they got
really
attention.
pissed off.
You guys got attention. Everybody was all eyes on you guys.
Is there no
Because
video?
your bass player.
I don't get it.
There's probably no video of this because this is during sound
It was
check.
sound check.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
it wasn't during the show.
So
thank
we're
God.
like perplexed. We're at the sound booth and we're perplexed. I was like, did this fucking guy just quit the band?
Right, whatever.
Oh, yeah. Leave the audience wondering what the fuck is going on, right?
Oh man,
But no, he was just upset because
I didn't
some
even.
soldering. You know, he was
yeah.
just upset about that. But
I didn't even realize that.
later on,
you guys
dude,
were
I was
in
like,
the building.
dude, that was
hilarious.
genius.
I thought it was great.
You know what I'm saying? Because because there was like maybe like 50 people in the building, but all 50 people were like, "What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on over there, dude?" And he's all like, "Fucking bass, fuck you!" and fucking like,
Giving them something to talk about.
but it was
man.
cool. It was cool. But anyways, and then they went on. You guys opened the show and
Yeah.
fucking rocked it, man.
Thank you to Wolf for putting us on that show, man. Wolfgang Miles from Within Chaos put us on.
That's
that.
right. Within Chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Love Within Chaos.
These guys are awesome.
Dude, are you
Hometown
guys doing
boys.
the Hellfest show with them?
Man, I wish we were. I don't think we're on it.
You know what? Now's your chance. Just start screaming at them.
Oh yeah. By the way, hey, if there's an opening, WTF, we will take the opening slide. I don't care what it is.
I guess your invite got lost in the mail.
Yeah, if there's an opening slot, we will gladly take it.
That's gonna be an epic night too.
You guys playing Hellfest?
We are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's like a Halloweeny kind of thing at Haltom City.
That's the day after my
theater?
birthday, dude. I can't wait.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
probably gonna be hammered like
You
before
got to
and
carry on the
before.
hammer.
Coming in, so I'll be hammered or
Hammer dirt.
So this
Yeah.
show kind of leads off to like a really good thing for us because we got this, we got a month break, we have nothing in September. So Friday we're going to party and party.
Yes.
Get a whole month of party.
We're gonna
Yeah, we're gonna blow it up and we're just gonna get crazy. So somebody, please drive us home. You know,
somebody's gonna have to haul a trailer for us. Possibly.
And honestly, guys, I want to send out a personal thank you to you guys because originally Shotgun Rebellion, they are still on the bill. I had them on the headlining slot, and I didn't realize that some of those guys have to leave early that night and go back to the city. So I'm like, oh crap, I got to find somebody that I can switch slots with. Well, I hit Mikey up, I hit Tower High up, and of course, Tower High, I guess I think they had a similar conflict going on with work and stuff. And Mikey hit me back. He's like, well, let me get with the guys. And sure enough, he came back and he goes, you know what? Screw it, dude. Let's do it. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I don't have to use the band.
That was completely out of a respect for.
I appreciate it, man.
For you,
I'm saying
man,
it's your fucking show, dude. You hit us up and asked us for a favor, dude. I
Thank you,
mean,
man.
we're not gonna be assholes and be like, no.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, some bands are fucking anal.
Right.
So please excuse us.
No, we won't understand.
And that's what I was afraid of.
To be honest, I'm not going to tell you how the vote went at the Jam Ring. It was a little weird.
I'm sure it was probably really
A lot of weird
The
things
coin
happen. I mean,
But it takes bands
A
like
lot
you,
of weird things.
It takes bands like you that are willing to do it to rescue the show. Man, booking shows, holy shit.
yeah. I mean, we know. I
Freak
mean, it's been a long ride
So
for us.
you got your
sucks.
bands that you know are willing to do it. And that's who you work with. And the thing is, you guys do that, and those booking agents will call you every time. Right. You know what I mean? 'Cause they know you guys will play ball, and you'll play.
Well, I mean,
when you want to play, and when you don't want to play, you'll still play.
Yes
right.
and no, dude. I know where you're headed with that, but yes and no. But it's like, it's because we know these guys, so well. You know what I'm saying? That we're not gonna
Put them in a bind.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't have those kind of egos. You know what I'm
Good,
saying?
man.
We're
That's
like,
awesome.
well, no, bro. I want to play at a certain time and blah 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 and yada yada, man. I mean,
well, it's like we were talking.
Yeah, we're all
earlier,
on the same bill together, man. We're all together. We're
all brothers, dude.
All brothers.
Dude, and we get to play with Whiskey Dick.
Yes, Whiskey Dick is in the house.
The fucking dick.
Fritz Johnson, we love you, brothers.
Cheers,
As I said
guys.
earlier, thank you to Warren Garza and Chris Pallone for helping. I don't know how they pulled it off, but yeah, Warren hit me up and he goes, "Hey, by the way, he shot me a text of the lineup, and I saw Whiskey Dick on it. And I texted back. I said,
"Excuse me,
Whiskey Dick?" And he goes, "Yeah, surprise." I'm like,
happy birthday!
Yes, perfect.
Totally, man.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like we were saying earlier. This history goes back so far. I mean, before I was even in a band.
Yeah, definitely, man. We just have close ties to a lot of these local bands, man. Mile Zero has actually been around since like 2001.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're a bunch of kids, dude. We're a bunch of kids just looking for something to do, man, and just kind of got together and got to know the scene and like the older bands in the scene, like within Chaos. You know what I'm saying? So if that
Grain,
Element 80,
Crush Point,
Grain,
Sweet Tooth,
Crush
there's all that.
Point,
Wow,
Sweet
Big
Tooth,
Iron,
yeah.
dude, Sweet Tooth, dude, like.
Grain was pretty
Dude, when I
guess
moved,
with
I
the
moved from
Chaos was
San Antonio,
Necrogasm
man.
back
You know what I'm
then.
saying? I moved from San Antonio and then come up here and try to compete in the scene up here back in like the late 90s, early thousands, dude. And it was like, at that point, the scene was all about who's going to survive. Because everybody was trying to out heavy everybody, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, who was the heaviest band around? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And
that was
not there was a lot of heavyweights back in the day. Drowning Pool had just got signed. You know what I'm saying? It was
Oh
insane.
yeah, so that
It was
reignites
insane.
the fire. Like we
You
can
know
do
what
it.
I'm
We can
saying?
do it.
And then you have like Dimebag and Vinny sightings all over the city.
Yeah,
dude.
gasoline
You
and
know
all
what I'm
that
saying?
shit.
Like, I was like,
Gasoline,
shit, no way.
yeah,
And
dude.
those were some of my legends. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I grew up listening to those fucking guys, and now there's a chance that I might run into these guys, around town.
Yeah.
And it actually did happen. You know what I'm
Almost
saying?
everywhere. That's what was so awesome about
Yeah.
them dudes. Like, no, didn't matter how big the venue was.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, you
Bands
might see
playing it.
Daryl and
Yeah,
Vince
dude.
there. I saw them at a Cradle Filth and Typo Negative at
Yeah,
the Wrigley,
dude. Yeah, man.
Yep.
Just showing up, and then every Typo Negative show, basically. Deep Ellen Live, they'd be up in the fucking stands up top,
They'd show up for the local shows though too. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
Vinny,
Right.
the way I met him, he tapped me on the shoulder, and back then I had snake bites. He's like, "I love your piercings. Can I buy you a shot?" And I was like, "No, I'll buy you a shot." And then I handed him a CD and it said, "Hey, I'm playing with Earshot next week at Gypsy Ballroom." And he's like, "Okay." I never thought anything of it. And then we started playing, and there's Vinny and Dime in the back headbanging. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were out there jamming to the local shit too, and that's. Oh,
My band back in the day was opening for Whiskey Dick over here at Broncos, right? And so Rex likes Whiskey Dick, so he was there. And we were up there jamming, and Rex is on his way to the bathroom, and he fucking throws his horns up, right? So after the fucking show, Butch, my bass player, was like, "Did y'all see Rex throw the horns at me?"
Yeah, bro. It's always such a pleasure, man. Definitely.
It's a funny story. Like, remember Rex back in the day? We had a little project, me and Eddie and Adrian over here, called Swallow Dog back in the day with Wolf. He was in the band.
With Wolf, dude.
We did a little project back in the day, man, and Rex showed up to a show
at the rail.
At the rail, and we happened to fucking be doing a Pantera cover that night. Guess who steps on stage and plays bass with us?
No shit.
Rex hops up on stage, man. He's like, "What song are we playing?" I was like, "A New Level, man." He goes, "How's it go?" I said, "Well, let me show you the riff real quick. Just do this." And dude, it was epic, man. I'll never forget that night for the rest of my life. I'll never forget that.
I know,
man.
bro. I mean, it was just.
What other music scene across the nation has that? You know,
right?
Well, I mean, it
was
depends
a blessing,
who the fucking superstar of that city is. You know what I'm saying?
But do they even do that though?
I mean, I don't know. I would hope so because that's fucking badass.
I would think they would, but
you know what I'm saying? I mean, what kind of boost would you get if your fucking idol shows up at a fucking club you're playing at? They're just like, word. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. You don't usually hear anybody like going to local shows that have already made it and stuff.
Well, I guess we're just blessed, dude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're blessed with Dimebag and Vinnie Paul
and they set the standard.
Yeah, I mean, like you grow up on that kind of shit. Okay, because back in those days, man, I'm a huge Metallica and Megadeth fan, man.
Yes.
And Anthrax. You know
Me too. Pre-2000.
And then
pre-96.
But you know, my number one, only because you know of the story when I was young, was Metallica, dude. Metallica blew my mind, dude. When I was a little
Load
kid.
and reload haters.
No, dude. I'm talking about like Master Puppets.
Yeah, totally.
Justice for All. Like there's nothing out there like that. Dude.
Yeah, nothing could touch.
So it kind of blew my mind. Anyways, when the Black Album Load came out, like
the commercial success.
I still like Metallica, but you're making it very difficult.
Yeah,
for me. You're making it very difficult for me to be a fucking fan right now. But
Unforgiven didn't
you know
need a
what I'm
fucking
saying?
sequel.
Right.
So then here comes my best friend. Dude.
Yeah.
My best friend introduced me to Far Beyond Driven.
Oh yeah.
And dude, that fucking album just fucking like wasted my brain. Like,
Dude,
Yeah,
like,
it's
shit just
fucking
leaked out of my
hard-hitting,
ears. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? Oh, they're from Dallas, Texas. No fucking shit. No fucking shit. And dude, it saved me. Dude.
Bringers off,
like
please.
it fucking
Bringers
saved
off.
you, man. Like it fucking that bridge got linked.
Yeah.
The metal bridge, and it just became this whole new thing. And then new metal.
Right.
Fucking emo, all this other new shit started coming out.
Yeah,
but
start throwing in turntables and shit.
Pantera was like that shit that was just like raw, brutal, and
Well, it's like Scott
everybody
Ian said.
fell in love with it, dude.
It's like Scott Ian said on the Behind the Music, if you've ever watched that, you know, he said Pantera was the band in the 90s that kept the flag flying.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
And nobody else can
That's
dispute
a
that.
perfect
right.
way of putting it, dude. They kept the flag flying because everybody was losing hope, man.
Yeah, when it was dead and Nirvana
Yeah.
was the top thing, they were the ones that kept it alive.
Everybody was losing
Well,
hope.
metal, that was just a great time for metal, you know,
Yeah.
because you had all these commercial successes like Countdown to Extinction and the Black Album and
Yeah,
Far
of
Beyond
course,
Driven,
dude,
you
of
know.
course, of course.
And that was really like the peak, you know. After that, everyone started changing members around. Megadeth got rid of Friedman and fucking.
It just got all weird, man.
Metallica.
Everything. It was like the.
I think we started getting old
hard,
and
the
having
hard
kids.
music scene started getting all
Yeah.
weird, and all these like new, like I said, new metal type stuff coming out, and emo music start coming out, and a lot of it's fucking cool, man. I dig a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? But it's just.
Oh no! He moved my beer out of the way. I was like, "What are you doing, dude?"
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, I wasn't even listening.
I thought that was a rebuttal. My
I was about to
bad.
move my beer.
We're having a beer fight over here. Don't worry about us.
Speaking of,
Oh
You
my
guys
God.
rock.
That's pretty awesome.
Well,
I forget there's
I know
like
we're getting closer and closer to time.
Oh yeah, we got about what 15 minutes, 13 minutes.
Maybe a
Cool.
quick recap or something.
Then
I can't wait for Friday, man.
Dude, me too. I'm really
That's where I was about to go with it.
Friday's gonna be really good.
come see all these guys. What is? Let's run over the bill real quick. And you want to say time slots or no?
Nah.
Because I know our boys here are headlining, man, like fucking rock stars do, right? Come on. Hell yeah. You get no high fives for the headlines.
Mighty opener.
Yay! We're playing at midnight.
Last.
Worst born fucking
Midnight fucking
their
rock.
debut. That's what
No, but you know what? It's all
We
good.
play Sunday or what?
You know,
Saturday.
we are we're veterans of the
Boy,
game.
should have never
so,
thought about that way. We're playing Sunday.
Put like a very intense, maybe a little bit shorter set for that. You know what I'm saying? Because midnight's,
I guess we
midnight's
play by
kind of the
ear,
right
but yeah.
time where everybody's like, okay, I'm way fucked up, so it's time to go.
Right, but that means you can get way fucked up too, and you don't have to worry about really fucking
See, that's the
people
problem.
remembering your
That
set.
is the
No.
problem. We're
Yeah.
already going to
No.
be there, and so we're going to go into.
Have you met Mile Zero yet?
That's what I'm talking about.
First and
I don't
foremost,
think
we have
anybody
the
here has been
openers.
up any
Worst
more
born.
Hell yeah.
All right, let me see.
So
Second
who's
on the bill.
kicking off? Worst sports.
Yeah,
kicking
worst
off?
born's
All
the
right.
kickoff. Yeah.
We'll get it wet. I mean, we'll get the crowd.
No, you got it right.
You'll get them lubed up.
He's on the right track.
Don't get 'em lubed
He's on the right
He's on
track.
the right track. I
Lubed
like
up
these
for a
guys.
mile
I
of
like
whiskey
these guys already.
I believe they go on at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
8 o'clock, we have the mighty Tower High.
Woo!
Tower High, motherfucker.
Thanks for not being here, Patrick. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
9
Awesome
o'clock.
job.
9 o'clock, we have my brothers from Oklahoma City, Shotgun Rebellion. Let's see, what are we at? 9 o'clock? 10 o'clock, we have, who's that? WTF, man. Who the fuck are they?
Oh, what
The what the fucks?
Hey, Google that shit.
We have myself, Glenn Edwards, Robert Hunter, David Jarvis, and Whiskey
Dan
Tango
Jarvis,
Foxtrot,
dude.
10 o'clock.
Oh, sure, you give yourself the best fucking time slot, don't you?
I didn't want to
It's
do
your
that.
fucking show, man. It's your birthday.
It's his birthday. He'll drive you
I'm just
lonesome.
busting balls here, so.
Well, hey, right after us, the almighty Fritz and Johnson from
Oh my
Whiskey
God,
Dick.
dude.
Yeah. 1, 2, barbecue.
Yeah, baby.
And of course, your headliners, the almighty Mile fucking Zero.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
All
There's your
right.
lineup,
Can't
man.
wait.
Friday night.
$10 to get
It's gonna be a
in.
party.
So,
man.
yeah.
You guys gonna get all your merch tables set up and blow them t-shirts up, stickers, patches, fucking
Yes.
thongs, whatever else you got.
I got my merch table in my pants.
So you do sell phones.
I don't want to know what you're selling over there.
Well, very cool, man. I'm looking
lineup
forward
Friday
to
night,
it.
man.
And he's
It's
got
going to be a
something
fucking
special
good
for
time
you.
at the Rail Club. Right now, we're going to play a video while we get everything set up because Worst Born's going to fucking jam an acoustic tune. And is Mile Zero going to hook us up with a tune?
We're going to do one.
Fuck yeah.
I voted again.
They were on the fence, but PullgetterTV, TV, man, they're doing it for you guys out there. Sunday night, man.
Sunday night.
So, all right, let's get it started, Pam, and we'll do the
Right on, man.
Benny Hill Shuffle here.
Thank you very much. Hell yeah.
this on no one, especially you. Feeling low, dreaming high, but that's the way it goes in this honky-tonk life. Yeah, this honky-tonk life. And it's hard to want love when you don't know what it is. There's just an empty hole where you think it might fit. So it can't bring you down. You just keep rolling on to the next town, another honky-tonk zone, another honky-tonk zone. People always ask me, they say, man, where you from? Well, I'm from that mean old highway. Yeah, it's my only home. And you might think it's lonely, but it's all I've ever known in this honky-tonk zone. In this honky-tonk zone.
I play guitar.
I play bass. So what are you going to play first?
Vocals first.
Hello, hello. Yeah, like.
But like I said,
I couldn't have fallen. How can I miss? With the knowledge I possess.
You good? All right, yellow.
Orange. Okay, so.
Oh, that's me. All right.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. Alright, we good? You guys don't even worry about it because we're gonna suck.
Oh, no, you guys don't, man. Okay.
But you guys are mile fucking zero,
Yeah,
man.
mile
Zero. That doesn't mean anything.
It used to mean something, goddammit.
We used to be in a country where it meant something.
Okay, everyone be quiet, please. Quiet on the set.
Shut the fuck up.
What's the song you're playing? And
Hello, hello. We are Worst Born. The first song I'm going to play for you tonight is Never Look Back Part 1. Thank you. Haunting me, the images
see the heathens burning as they flee, the vermin stricken from this land. Her face had give me hope, her emotion gave me strength. Remembering her sounds, vindicated by her grace. Now she's gone. She's gone. They came in the light of the day, torches and axes hunting the prey. The screams of the fallen haunt me. I tried to stand and defend her, the bloodstained blades and horrid embers burned my sight. The last thing I heard was her. Her strength had given me hope, her emotion gave me strength. Remembering her sounds, vindicated by her grace. Now she's gone. She's
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're scored!
Thank you very much.
That didn't totally suck.
Right on.
All
right.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys.
Rock and roll.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That was Worst Born. You can see him this Friday at Justin Jackson's 30th birthday party. And now we're gonna have Miles Zero come up and play us a song, and it's the only acoustic song you guys have, right?
Bro.
So you're more fucking hardcore metal shit. You don't fucking.
I know. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's it's an older song.
Yeah. Cool.
It's very meaningful and heartfelt, and.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's do it. Let's get you guys set up.
That's what I'm saying.
Do we need to play a video or just have them set up?
I got a video ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead. Cool. We'll be right back.
We'll play your backyard, your front yard too. We don't give a damn just as long as we get to shoot guns. 'Cause shooting guns is fun. When we're on the road, meeting folks we never knew. We don't give a damn just as long as they let us shoot guns. 'Cause shooting guns is fun. So if you wonder what it is that we really like to do, we drink, smoke, fucking shoot guns. 'Cause shooting guns is fun. Guns. Shooting guns is fun. So if we're in your town and you got some extra rounds, let's get together and a party down and shoot guns. 'Cause shooting guns is fun. Hey, we like to shoot some guns. 'Cause shooting guns is fun. Let's go shoot some shit.
Go away.
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Fuck you. Yeah. Hey, hey,
Miles Zero in the house, y'all. Woo! You guys want
See if we can wing this.
Sure. This is the one and only acoustic song that Miles Zero has. If you've been to a Miles Zero show, it's more heavy, more hardcore, more grooving, more angry. But this one is a little soft.
This is like the softer. You know, like you got your, because we're beaners. We're like beaners.
So it's your soft
Except-
We're like the soft. This is the soft top.
Except for him.
Is that like the
He's half a beaner, so.
half a beaner?
Just want to point that out. You're full bean. Yeah, you're full bean.
More like a blue taco.
Full pinto.
As am I. And then not shown in the picture is our full beaner drummer over there.
He's like the whole burrito over there.
Burrito bowl. Yeah. All right, so this song was written a long time ago when he went to recording school at the what DSL? What's it called?
Yeah, DSL.
Dallas Sound Lab. And I remember he was like, "Bro, I have my final project coming up." I was like, "Awesome." I don't have anything to do. Do you have something? And I was like, "Okay, you know what? I got this little ditty that I've been working on for a long time." Anyways, so we went over to the Dallas Sound Lab and borrowed bongos and all kinds of shit. And it was just me and him. So we wrote this acoustic song. And and it's called La Bamba. No, it's called Witness, and it's about letting go. You know, at the time I got my heart broken and by a woman.
So sad.
Very sad.
And then like vagina curtains just started coming down. And anyways, so it became this like super soft Mile Zero song, but all the chicks liked it, so we kept it. But anyways, we haven't played it in like 10 years. And then they were like, dude, we're going to do this podcast tomorrow night. And I was like, sweet. Let's not practice it and just come in here and fucking do it. In traditional Mile Zero fashion, we're going to play Witness for you guys for the first time in like 9 years, 8 years. I didn't want to, but I had to, because you made me regret all the passion I felt for you, and I waited, frustrated at the lack of emotion, the hopeless devotion. No one else, and I can hardly breathe, because the liver's not in me, but the world keeps on turning and I'm hollowed out each day.
Fuck yeah!
been a minute.
You guys are too kind, man. That was fucking slop, dude.
A little rough, but yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
On the cup.
Hey, you forgot to say if Apache's in town, put the paper down.
That's right.
I liked it.
That was good. Loved it.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Thank the bands here, Mile Zero and Worstborn, and Christopher Newton from Tower High representing his band, and of course Justin Jackson, the man of the hour. Be celebrating his birthday Friday, and all these bands will be there playing along with Whiskey Dick and Rebel Rebellion, Shotgun Rebellion. Right on, man. So hope to see you guys out there. It's going to be a really good fucking time, and we'll see you next week. Till then, get you a pull.